we go slow with him. And we have so many guests, actually, but I'm not going. Everybody here is a dignitary on the Uganda Is, on UAI books. Everybody is our dignitary, because without you people, without you here, we wouldn't be here. So please, we wanted to put a red carpet here, but the person came late and we couldn't have it because it was too late, but everybody here is a VIP. Without you people, we wouldn't be here. So in your own categories, please, we are delighted to have you. Thank you. So before I go any further, actually, I'm going to call on my committee here. I want you to be able to see the people who are behind all the work today. If you have questions, if things are not right where you're sitting, you're looking for something, such that you know which people are to approach and who are responsible. Please, committee, wherever you are, I know you are very busy at the moment, things are behind us, but please, could you come here and welcome the guests together? Please, please. If you can. Yeah. All the committee, please. It's a big committee because we have 18 members on the committee. So please, come on, let's be quick. I think I'm a part of the committee, aren't you? So I think with all the responsibilities in the background, these are the members who are able to come and welcome you. I'm going to start with the vice chairperson, Waswa Drake. There he is. Then I'm going to... The next to Drake is the treasurer, Margaret. The next one is the person behind everything. I wasn't feeling well a few months ago and I had to take a leave. And that lady there, Flower, she took charge and she has done a tremendous job. Next to Flower is Sarah Maweje. She's also on the committee, but she is behind the food, so whoever is poisoned, you know where to go. Next to her is Rose. She's everywhere. She is everywhere. So she has been with us for a very, very long time. Next to Rose is the secretary of the association, Caroline Lusikwa, doing a good job. Next to Carol is Jen. As you can see her, she's putting everything in order, and sorry. I'm not very good at these things. I'm really sorry. So the one telling me where to go is the MC, Ivan, and he's also on the committee doing a very, very good job. Those who are not here, they will come to you in their private time to say hello. But I want you please to give a big, big clap to these people, because without them we wouldn't be here. Thank you very much, committee. Thanks so much. And actually, as the committee is still here, just for a minute, I want to ask if the community of Waterford has arrived yet. Has the community of Waterford arrived? Is the leader from Waterford here with us? Okay, no. We have actually a branch. There is a branch in Waterford, and we thought they would be here by now. It's like that we can be together to say hello, but they are not here yet. But whenever they come, I'm sure they will jump in and say a word of hello to you. Thank you very much, committee. Now I can release you to go, but maybe Vice, I can stay with you here. Thanks very much. Okay. Yeah. Thanks very much, committee. You can go back to your jobs. Okay, what I wanted to say today, I'm going to be as quick as possible because I always repeat myself, but I want to, first of all, I would love to welcome those people who are here for the very first time to celebrate independence with us here in Ireland. Everybody here who is new, you're most welcome. And please, this is just the beginning. And all those who have been with us for all the years, please don't stop coming, because we have a good thing behind us. I'm just going to talk about a little bit of UAI, just the creation where it has come. UAI, as an organization, UAI actually, I know it started in 1998, but before that, there was a small group of people, students and people who are living here, who used to gather up and have a little bit of another kind of social group. But in 1998, it was 8 people. I remember I was among those people. We used to live around in Rough Mines, and the council now, Sylvia, said, my God, I think we are getting many here, people living here. Why don't you come to my house one day and you can make a social gathering in my house? And you know what you can do? Everybody bring 10 euro. We can do something and be happy and whatever you. That will be the member, the application, that was the member fee. We used to pay 10 euro to get together in Sylvia's house. She was a mother to us. We used to call her mother. Our friends used to call her mother. So that's how the Uganda Association started in Sylvia's house. There was 8 people. Sylvia cooking chicken and hikings and everything. This idea started from there. So then 5 years after that, it was very slow, but then it picked up. We went to the big numbers. We started celebrating in the big venues, and here we are, 20 years on, moving on steadily, small but steadily. We haven't stopped, year to year. Now we have young people, we have generations in 20 years. Please, I would want to say to you that getting together in a community is a very, very important thing. And please, join us. Come in, bring those skills. We need them. This thing looks small, but it can be big tomorrow if we all get together, put the skills together. We can do something. People can benefit. Our kids can benefit. People now are lonely. They don't have anywhere to go, nobody to talk to. Your culture, as we know. Please, come on. Let's get together. Fill in those forms. We're going to put out the forms very soon. So keep an eye on the Facebook, keep an eye everywhere, keep an eye on the forum. We will put out application forms. Let's start again, let's be members, full members, and we see what comes. I think. And now I'm going to talk about the success, what we've done, what people have done. We've been engaging ourselves actually in the social community inclusion. We are acknowledged by the government. They know about Uganda Association. We engage ourselves in celebrating in African Day officially. We engage ourselves in celebrating social inclusion events whenever they are. We get involved in that. And now we have managed also to purchase music systems, food warmers, so many things which can help in our community. And without us being together, we wouldn't do that. So please, be encouraged. Let's get together. Talking about the future. The future is you. And you coming here, bringing the young children, bringing the young women, wherever you've seen young women, young men around, the future is very, very bright. You can look around, the integration, almost every table is integrated. Every table is integrated. We have friends from Tanzania, we have friends from Zimbabwe, we have friends from Ireland. Without the Irish friends, we wouldn't be here. Irish friends, you hold a special place in our hearts. And thank you for accepting us. And we want to say to you that we will keep your culture, as we respect our culture. All of us together from different countries, we will all integrate our cultures and live in harmony. my voice, I have to say, everybody where you were, thank you for your prayers. He was involved in an accident, a very bad accident, 3 weeks ago. He fractured 3 bones in his neck. So, say prayer for him. He will be fine, but at least he survived. And our committee actually has gone through turbulence of recent. We've had a few people getting out sick, having really very serious sicknesses. But with your prayers, wherever you are, with your support, they wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for your support. That's why I'm saying that the theme today is about community activation. So if we all get into our communities, we get together, we get to know each other, we go out in the friends' houses, we support them wherever they are, and we also integrate with other people. Please, 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 please join us. Be members of Uganda Association of Ireland. Let's take it on, let's help ourselves, let's support ourselves in happiness, in sadness, in everything. Okay, as on the agenda you see, I was going to invite the leaders from Waterford, but they're not here yet, so we're going to skip that. I have to go down saying thank you very much. We are behind the schedule, but we're going to try to make it so quick. So I'm going to invite the council at this time of the hour. I'm sorry, council, if it has come so abruptly to you, to come and say a word to the people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairperson Marie, and the other assistant chairperson. Thank you very much. You know, today is a day of celebration. Normally we don't like these kind of speeches, but I think it's good. And I can see we still have a good number of people not yet here. I will use my writing today. Normally I will speak without this, but I think officially I need to use this. I welcome our chief guest, Nige Sutton. Nige, thanks for accepting to be our chief guest today. There are apologies from the Minister Cannon, the State Minister of Foreign Affairs, who was to be here, but he sent his apologies. He couldn't make it. And he said hello to everyone, actually, because recently we had the Minister of Trade, and Minister Cannon was with her all the time. So the Minister remembered very, very well, and he apologized for not being here. But the Minister is not here. We have here Kevin. And those who don't know Kevin, I will ask Kevin to stand up, at least so that next time, if you see Kevin, you know her. She's one of us, but she's the wife of the Assistant Secretary General of the Department of Foreign Affairs. Thank you very much, Kevin. Brendan is not here, Brendan Rogers, but he said, Kevin, she will represent me. So as you see Kevin here, you know that Brendan is here as well. So thanks very much, Kevin. I would welcome everyone who is here, protocols observed. Today we are celebrating, our theme is inclusion. And I thought that I would say something about inclusion. Today, as we celebrate 57 years since Uganda received its independence, we are celebrating our motherland, the Pearl of Africa. And it is truly the Pearl of Africa. Uganda is the Pearl of Africa. as we celebrate the inclusion and activation as we come to the theme of today. Uganda is part of Africa, as we all know, because of the people. I think the Irish friends who are here, I won't say the Ugandans, because we the Ugandans might not know how beautiful we are as the people of Uganda, as Ugandans. Ugandans, I think we should clap our hands just for ourselves. Just anyone, any Ugandan is here, please clap your hands for yourself. The people of Uganda, I think we all know, but those who don't know, we are actually the warmest people for any visitor, for anybody coming to Uganda. This is true, and it is the first country. It was being just recently announced on the, I think it was on Google, internationally, Uganda. So we should clap for ourselves and say yes, and sometimes we forget for that. The second reason why Uganda is part of Africa is our culture. I think you all know that Uganda, the Ugandan cultures we have, there are so many, but we still hold strong with those cultures. As we see, we are here, all Ugandans here. Actually, why I think I love this association, we are all together as one person, with all the different tribes we have in Uganda. The different clans we have in Uganda, we are one. And when it comes to Uganda Independence Day, again it becomes one. We see that food, everybody cooks and brings their table to share. And that's part of our culture. Thank you so much. Thanks to the committee, thanks for everybody. Another, what brings us a part of Africa, Uganda, is the wild animals, is what we have. I know some of us when we are here, but we don't know what is happening in Uganda. But we have the beauty, because those who come to visit, they are the ones that will tell you. But I think when you visit home, please go visit the national parks we have, the beauty we have in Uganda. And that makes one of the reasons why Uganda is part of Africa. So that is enough for today for talking about the part of Africa. So I go to the theme of today. As we turn to the theme of today, what I think I wanted to ask the chairperson and this assistant about activation, about inclusion. But I think she mentioned it, that all the times we have been at Africa Day, actually Uganda has been winning. Do you know that? Kevin, I think maybe you haven't been living here, you've been living abroad, but I think for the Department of Foreign Affairs, I've been amazed on what Uganda does on Africa Day, because we have been winning all the while every year and every year. So thank you very much for that. I say that, why? Because of the inclusion, because that is part of being in the communities. That is part of being integrated in the communities. And I really appreciate for that the association represents all of us. The association brings us together. And I think we are going to keep that going. The chair, the assistant, and the board committee. Thank you so much for that. And we will keep going. We need to continue to bring the young girls and boys to be part of that, because that's what we have to bring in our new community, in our new country where we live. I need to finish up all these pages and sit down and start enjoying the day. On the Uganda Independence Day this year, there was an American, I think some of you saw it, it went around. But this American said, he was asked to go to work in Uganda, but he had never been in Uganda. But he said yes, straight away. He said yes, and what he asked everyone in Uganda, he said, I wish all of us who can work together and make Uganda great. And I think that comes to us, we who are the diasporas who are living out of abroad, with all the skills we have, with all the knowledge we have, and the education we have, we need to say that we need to bring to Uganda to be great with our contribution. And I think we can do that. We are going to do that, I hopefully, starting from this independence. Let's ask ourselves, what have I done for my country all the time I've been in Ireland? How can I bring what I have to my country? Not maybe to Kampala, but to the village where you come from. We all have villages. What can we do there? So I think on this Independence Day, let's challenge ourselves and we say, yes, I can do something. I can bring something back to Uganda. As I conclude, let us be part of the community. This is our country, where we are living. I'm sure Nigel, who is going to speak to us as our chief guest, he will tell us his experience in Uganda. Nigel has been living in Uganda for 24 years. Who is here in Uganda who has been here 24 years? Only one person, 24 years, please. Anyone who has been here for 24 years? No? Ah, Maria, not yet. All right. So Nigel has been living in Uganda for 24 years, for more than all over. Okay, myself I've been here for 26 years, so maybe 2 years more than Nigel has been in Uganda. So Nigel will tell us his own experience about Uganda. I think he will be the best to talk to us. What was his experience? But Nigel, because Salome Maria said about his bubbles, the pub, for me that's all I knew. I knew the bubbles and I loved it. I think it's no longer there, but he will tell us more. Maybe he is there or not. But Bubbles was the best place we have all been coming to, and we thank you, Nigel, for that. But he has all other businesses still in Uganda. Some of us, we say we can't do business in Uganda. Why? If a Nile should go there to do business, why can't we do it? One on that, before I go down, I sit down, I want to ask and urge those who can do some businesses. It would be fantastic to see that Ugandans in Ireland are involved in business. Let's be working, but I think we need to see that business people are coming up. That's why I think inclusion might urge on our being here. We need to be part of the country as we bring in more money and income for ourselves and for our families. I'm going to sit down as I invite Mr. Nigel Sutton to speak to us, the chief guest of today. And thank you, Nigel, for accepting to be our chief guest. And I thank the students. I think we have Maria. We have a big group here of students. Maybe they can stand before I go so that we know them. I think this is your first time, some of you, to be on this, but it's good to know who you are. You have a big number here. You can see. Those are our brothers and sisters, and actually this association started from, I was a student as well. That's how this association started from. So you can contribute a lot, and please talk to the chairperson and the committee to bring that what you have to the association. So thank you so much, the committee and the chairperson, for all what you have done for the whole of today. Thanks a million.
Good evening. I'm going to read this from the script. Too many years of drinking Uganda Waraji, I can't drink properly, so I'm going to have to read this. The Honorary Council, distinguished guests, members of the Ugandan Association of Ireland Committee, Nyabos and Sebos. Chikati, I'm not doing this all in Ugandan, by the way. Chikati, Bulimutia. You're probably quite surprised to see this Mzungu up here addressing you on this occasion to celebrate the 57th Independence Day for Uganda. Well, it may also surprise you, though it won't, because Sylvia's already said it, but I have lived in Uganda for the past 24 Independence Days and celebrated them accordingly with a lot of bell lagers and a couple of Uganda Waragis. I met Sylvia a couple of weeks ago and she asked if I would say a few words this evening, as the theme for tonight is community activation, community engagement, and she felt that as I was an Irish guy who had made Uganda my home for nearly half of my life, because I'm only 12, that I was well qualified to talk about how to immerse yourself in a country and a culture that is not your own, and how to have the most fun doing it. A bit of background, I went to Uganda in March 1995 to visit my parents. My dad was the managing director of Uganda Breweries in Port Bell. And I basically went for a 2-week holiday to chill around the round pool of the Sheraton Hotel, eat in fang fangs in Greenland Towers, and hang out and watch the sun come up in Al's Bar on the Gabba Road. I don't know if anyone remembers Al's Bar. It was a legendary spot in the mid-90s. I was there for about a year before I realised the place didn't actually have a roof. However, it didn't quite work out like that, as I ended up having an interview for a creative director job in an ad agency on 2nd Street, and surprisingly got the job. As I'm sure we can all appreciate, coming from Ireland and working in Uganda can take quite a bit of getting used to, with the rains distabbing people from coming to work on time, meetings starting late, if at all, and everyone wanting to party till the early hours, even on a Monday. It all took quite a while to acclimatise to, but I managed to do it all right. In that first job, my actual office and desk was on 2nd Street, up on the roof of the building, which afforded me a stunning view of Lake Victoria, the New Vision head office, and the infamous City Abattoir, with the most common visitors to my office being Marabou storks. After a few months of working there, I decided it was time for me to maybe see a brighter and more vibrant side of the business and of Kampala. I set up my first ad agency in FCB Limelight from a house in Mbuya and started off by picking up clients like Celtel, DSTV, Security Group. The agency is still running today and I run and manage it remotely by having regular trips back to Kampala. In 2017, I opened up another agency in Luthuli Avenue called TBWA Uganda, which manages the MTN business, South African breweries, and saddle and paint. Being Irish and living in a foreign land is probably easier than being from any other country, because you know you will always find the Irish wherever you go, and Uganda was no different. The Irish have been going to Uganda since Bwana Stokesy in 1856. And in fact, the Irish Society in Uganda was set up there in 1959, but unfortunately wasn't very active. So after going to an event in 1996 in the old Nile Hotel, they brought in tins of canned draft Guinness as a treat all the way from Dublin, which was great, except they hadn't bothered to put them on ice. So when they were opened, they exploded. On seeing this blatant waste of rare liquid black gold, myself and a few other Irish guys decided it was time to take over the society and show Ugandans what being Irish was all about. Skip forward a year and we had taken over a bar on Katanti Road called Chaos. We'd flown in oysters from home and a pallet of canned draft Guinness from Dublin, and a traditional Irish singer. Although when I say traditional, he didn't sing Irish songs. He did weddings, played till the last person left, and was always drunk. So the Irish Society in Uganda always had, and still has, a reputation for helping different communities in Uganda, from donating money to areas of Kampala, to building latrine blocks in Masindi, to helping organisations such as the School for the Deaf. We also felt that we owed Uganda and its people for allowing us to make our lives in your country, and for always making the Irish feel welcome. After all, Uganda even named the potatoes after us. Throughout the year, we hold various functions and activities as a society and donate all the proceeds from these events to worthy causes and charities in an effort to make a difference. It's a small difference, but it's a very much appreciated difference. I was in Uganda last week. I was actually going to bring an Irish potato back with me and show it to you, but I decided I'm probably going to Aldi and get one. On a personal level, probably my biggest contribution to the community as an Irishman living in Uganda was by opening up Bubbles O'Leary's in August 2003. So I'm sure there are quite a few who at the time, when heading to work at 8 a.m. on a Thursday morning, did not see it as a great contribution. The story with Bubbles was, I got a call in December 2002 that there was a bar for sale in Drogheda, called Mulligan's the Linen Hall. So I flew back here and went into the bar. It'd been closed since November, and the guy was going to put the bar in a skip. He was going to throw everything into a skip and put a Bank of Ireland in there. So I offered him millions and millions of Uganda shillings to take over, to buy everything in the bar. So I went in, we bought all the chairs, the cold room, the peanut machine, the tills, which unfortunately were empty, all the lounge seating, the bars, everything. And I got 2 builders to take it apart, and then we shipped it to Uganda through Mombasa. And then the builders came, because typically in Uganda I was told by the transport company that it would be there in 4 weeks. So we got the builders to come in 4 weeks, it arrived 10 weeks later. So the 2 guys built the front, and then they drank for about 8 weeks, waiting for the container to arrive. When it arrived, we put it all together, and we opened in August 2003. And the idea of having that pub there was to bring a bit of Dublin to Kampala. And except it was only sunny every day. That was the only difference. But we didn't have leprechauns or tricolours. It was like to be sitting in a bar. And we were the first Irish bar, genuine Irish bar in the whole of Africa, on the continent of Africa. The bubble soon became quite an institution in the social scene in Kampala and showed people the difference between a bar and a pub. People in Ireland really don't appreciate how good they have it here with the quality of the pubs. I remember in Bubbles we had a brass footrail, brass along the steps of the bar stools, things that people here don't even notice. But when you bring that to Kampala, it's very special and very much appreciated. But having a proper Irish bar in Kampala gave us a great vehicle to promote Ireland, its music and its culture, and also to promote the fact that the Irish love crack and are pretty serious drinkers. Though I must say, we still have quite some way to go before we catch up with the Ugandans and the love for partying and having a good time. Finally, I'd like to finish by saying I'm very honoured and happy to have been invited here this evening by Sylvia and the Ugandan Association of Ireland. And I look forward to hopefully meeting up with some of you again, maybe in Ireland's first Uganda bar, which might sound ridiculous, but who knows. I'm paying back some of that goodwill and kindness that I experienced while I lived in Uganda. Uganda really is the pearl of Africa and has a very special place in my heart, and is somewhere I was, and I'm still very proud to say was my home for the best part of a quarter of a century. Happy 57th Independence Day to you all. Mwali Nyo.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank our guest of honor for such a wonderful speech. And just want to
So thanks to all our speakers for all the wonderful words, and especially for our guest of honor for sharing with us his life in Uganda, and see an Irishman enjoying Uganda. We are delighted that we are able to welcome you to our country, and also as you see us here, we are happy to be with you here in Ireland. As you said, maybe one of us might also set up a Ugandan pub here, you never know. So now we are going to the next agenda, which is our dance, traditional dance. So we are inviting our dancers to come and entertain us.
As we wait for our next event, I just want to make sure the kitchen is ready because it's time for that time of the night that everyone has been waiting for. And gentlemen, I'd like to invite the guests sitting on table 1 to take position for the dinner. If you're ready, whenever you're ready, it's dinner time. And then once the guests are done, the rest of you can join the queue and then we get served. It's time for food. I'm getting excited and getting excited.
you guys. Zero people. All they can see is pain. They can't even see you. Wait, people can see this. Ah! Well, zero people are watching. Aiden, I think you should get out. It was. Can they see me now? A bit. Sorry.